Hello, name's Danny Gamble, Canadian from Vancouver area, BC. I'm watching the impeachment. I always watch a lot of news, and it's riveting news to watch. This is day 2, so it's Tuesday, the 10th. And it's the second impeachment of Donald Trump. America. I don't have a preference for Democratic or Republicans. I guess I do have a preference that you guys should get more parties. And the reason you should get more parties is that you're pretty much not functionable right now. Something as big and blatant as this can happen, and it almost didn't even make it to trial. Probably only made it to trial because in Georgia you lost 2 Senate seats, and therefore there was a casting vote by the vice president. Yeah, I know your politics a little bit. So otherwise this probably would have just been whitewashed and not even gone to trial. But I'm only on day 2 of watching this, and it's so obvious that, well, it was obvious at the time, to be honest. I watched it all on the day, the 6th, and then watched a whole bunch of stuff for the 7th and 8th and 9th afterwards. Somebody literally causing a riot would normally be in jail really quickly. And now you've got a situation where, because it was the president that caused it, and you got your 2 parties, and the one party that he represents, of course, wants to protect him and themselves and their image, and the other party, of course, wants to roast him because, well, in this case, he deserves it. And you might say, well, how do you know he deserves it? Well, he does. I mean, it's so blatant. I mean, it's literally coming out of his own mouth on videos. I don't know if you can't be honest about what you actually see, then, well, I guess that's why there's such a problem in your country, is that unfortunately a lot of you guys get there because of power, right? You want the power, and to get the power you've got to, subjugate yourself to those that are supporting you and financing you to get there. So they're actually picking people that are malleable, and you're very malleable. You guys just fall like sheep, and then you lead the sheep, and your country's getting further and further away from integrity, honesty, morals, the spirit of humanity. like if this doesn't make you guys go, we're kind of hooped here, let's get him out, for our party's sake. And some people say, well, it's not for party's sake, he's got a base. Yeah, he's got a base, but do you really want that base? I mean, can you grow that base? Racist, aggressive people that want to burn everything down, is that what you want to be, Republicans? If I remember right from over my years, I'm 60, so over the years I think Republican was kind of like the religious party. They were more the ruler, the Christianity. They were good people, good folks. Come on, good folks, speak up, because your party is being taken over by people that aren't good folks. And again, it could have been the Democrats. I would be saying the same thing, because again, I don't care. I care that you have good people. I don't care what party it is, as long as it's people that are good people and can get along with their neighbors, which I am. One of your major neighbors being Canada. So I try to think, when I go back to that extra parties. Why would you want extra parties? Well, the thing about extra parties is it dilutes you. Yes, it does. And dilution is not bad. See, if you have a minority, or you're barely holding power, and there's a 3rd or 4th party, now you've got to suddenly, your base has to understand, if you want to get stuff through, you're going to have to, have discussions and get other people to vote along with your decisions. Therefore, actually, more of the population is getting more inputs and more say to make it a better resolution on decisions on different things you're going to do. Better resolution in that it covers more people and more people's opinions. Because right now you've got this opinion, or you got that opinion, and you gotta love these guys, or you gotta love these guys, or hate, and that's all you guys seem to do. And it's really sad to watch the ones, your chosen ones, your most respected people that go to the Senate and the House and Congress, and my God, like, talk about phony people. Like, it's sad, they're phony. They have walked that road of committing what do you want me to say? I'll say it. And they say it. And if it's tomorrow the opposite, oh yeah, don't worry, I'll pretty word it why I didn't mean what I said. You know, I was having I forgot for a moment or something, and I'll say what you want to say today. Oh, you want to go back to that? Yeah, no problem. We'll go back to that. You guys, you don't have standards of integrity. Your integrity is in shambles in the place where it needs to be the biggest. You need people to go, hey, this is wrong. Well, we got our own senators, including our own group, hiding under chairs and tables and maybe being missed by this much of being killed. We got people that are dying trying to protect us. We got no protection coming to us because the guy at the top won't send extra help because he actually staged this. What was it, 20 times he talked about, you know, fight and keep your country, and one time he casually mentioned do it peacefully. 20 to 1? Think about that. 10 to 1 is 90 to 10 on 100%. 20 to 1? like 5% of an effort to not have problems, 95% effort to have problems. Who's actually trying to steal the election? I also can't understand why people keep being surprised by him. Like, he's shown his stripes so many times, and people continue, including the vice president. You know, everyone sucks up to him, and then is surprised when they gets thrown under the bus because he'll just push it and push it and push it. Your what's that guy's name? Guy, the glasses and the big chubby face. Anyways, forgetting the name of what he did. He's gone now. He steps back even, and he was doing everything to let Trump, you know, stay in power and to change the laws for him. He was your top guy at that point. Then next guy comes in and he won't bend over for Trump, so they was going to get a third guy. It's like, guys, you really don't want him back, so you should allow this to go through. But it's sad that might be the reason you allow it, is because some of you don't want him around for your party because you can see the big picture. And I actually think you need two strong parties. Actually, again, 3 or 4 would be better, but it doesn't look like you're going that route. But yeah, two, so that you can change things as one gets out of control, and you know, give your public a chance to vote where their dollars go for taxes and stuff. And when it gets corrupted at one end, they get somewhere else to go at least. So I don't think it's good to have just one party at all. I think it's better to have. This last year in our last election, federal election here, I voted NDP for the first time, and I voted him just because I wanted to keep it as a minority government, where where they would have input, and it's really paid off, because the guy who's doing NDP right now he's very social people, like for the average Joe, and so he keeps putting his thumb on the scale to make sure it leans a little bit more that way than it would if he wasn't there and they didn't need his votes to stay in power. So it's working. Who knows what I'll vote for next time. The party before that I voted for, I don't like the new leader they got in the Conservatives. I might have gone Liberal, but I actually like Freeland. Freeland's a lady politician here is really good. I actually like her stronger than Trudeau. Although Trudeau's actually grown into his job over the years. I didn't go for him at first because I didn't like his dad. Yeah. All right. Well, America, seriously, please get your act together, because it's scary how easily you guys can manipulate each other, and then you end up with things like the house being attacked. Like, seriously, you guys. I almost say, you know what? I'm gonna use the word shame on you senior politicians. Oh, I gotta do what my constituents want. No, not if it's wrong. They say go out and shoot someone, you gotta go out and shoot someone? No. Have the cojones to stand up for what's right. And both parties stop putting pressure on your own members not to vote their conscience. And vote your true conscience, not your wallet conscience. Well, if I vote that way, I might not get back in the election. Well, so what? Is the job that important? Some of you are quite old and you've probably been making a good paycheck for a long time. Is the job and the power that important that you sell yourself You sell your own morals, your own standards? Sad. Shame on you. 50 years from now, probably almost every one of you, except for the very young ones that are in there, are going to be gone. 50 years from now, people are going to be looking back at this time very closely, actually, probably be taught in school. Do you want to be remembered as one of the persons that didn't have any backbone? That the obvious was there, and you still hid behind your party, your constituents. You did everything you could, but you really didn't do what you should do? Come on. Man up. You got important jobs. Yes, you probably got paid to get there, and maybe they'll be mad at you. Maybe you'll even get voted out. But maybe that's the start of people getting voted in with good standards and good morals that lead the country in a solid direction, which is good for everyone. All right. Cheers. Bye.